Hello, I'm going to demonstrate the program Space Engine. I should have already had it running, but alas, I did not. Okay, so Space Engine is basically a program, a science program. It's not much. It's not a game per se. It's more of a tool, and I will show you what I mean by that. Okay, so here we are. We are at a random planet in the constellation, not constellation, in the system of Betelgeuse, the Betelgeuse system. There's Betelgeuse, one of the biggest stars in the local area. And there it is, very big boy. So, let's get oriented. You can use all these tools at your disposal here to get back to Earth. The easiest one being find object. Type it in. Now you can see, look at all the named objects. I mean, just look at that. I mean, just in the W's, just look. Like endless. Just the W's, right? Because these are every object that we know of, which is pretty incredible. I mean, this is... Sorry, I'm having a problem with my microphone. This is literally the best catalog. This is up there with like stuff NASA would use. So you can just search. There's a quick type Earth. Okay. Now, there it is. Whoops. Okay, so let's go to Earth. Now you can go there manually by just using the scroll bar. You can see right here, it shows you the velocity. You can use your scroll bar to change velocity and then go. So if we go to, that's too fast, 934 light years a second, and we're at Earth pretty quickly. Then I press the go button to get me in there because it's kind of hard to get it exact. Now there you go, there's Earth. You see all these lines? These are orbital lines. You can see Earth and the moon. Let's go to the moon real quick. You can turn off orbital lines too if you want just a photo, beautiful. Oh, look at that. This game creates some stunning pictures. I mean, look at that. The famous... Oh, beautiful, right? Take a screenshot of that. Now I can make that my background on my computer. Looks good, right? A little blurry when you get in there, but it's beautiful. So there you go. There's Earth and the moon, right? And you can actually turn time on and watch. There's this thing called a barycenter. You see Earth actually gets tugged a little bit from the moon, and that's what that little loop is right there. It's called its barycenter. And if you fast forward time, you can kind of see... Oh, we're upside down right now. It's South America. You can actually see how... Whoops. I went back to the moon, damn it. Yeah, you can actually see how the moon tugs on us a little bit there. Whoa. Okay, I got a little out of control there. Stop time. Get off Earth. Okay, so cool, Earth and the moon. So it's got the whole rest of the system as well, obviously, so we can go. I just randomly clicked an asteroid by accident. I meant to click Mars, but there's an asteroid. Oh, I meant Venus, my bad. So Venus, there's Venus. We can go down into the atmosphere. You see it's got all of its statistics right here. Atmospheric pressure, local temperature. Like as you move around the planet, it's hotter or colder in different areas or different altitudes. Average temperature of the planet, all that good scientific-y stuff. You can also turn on orbital lines for different things, right? So I just have it right now for planets. You can turn off planets, planets, moons, dwarf moons. If you turn on dwarf moons, all of a sudden you can see the gas giants because they're surrounded by them. You can turn on asteroid orbits, and look at that. And comet orbits. This thing kind of made me realize the difference between comets and asteroids. I'm like, oh, okay, so these comets have these crazy elliptical orbits, and they come all the way out, you know? And it's pretty cool. We can go to like maybe something like Halley's Comet. And the cool part is you can see where it was in a specific year. See where Halley's Comet was, so you can use it for cool stuff like that too. You could put in, you can actually type the year, and I don't know what's going on right now. Why I can't type it in. Oh, I had tracking on. Yeah, I don't know why I can't do that right now, but you can do that. I've done it before. You can enter a certain year, and it'll go to it. Because right now I'm in year 2518. Let me turn off all these comet orbits. Okay, let's go back to Halley real quick. So if you see Halley, it'll show you the crazy elliptical orbit, and you can kind of like speed time up. I don't know why I can't speed it up faster than that. Normally you can. Anyway, you can normally see the time there. It's weird it's doing this. Yeah, but you can kind of see the elliptical orbit. It even has objects like a Oumuamua, that thing that came through the solar system. And if you want to find something, extra solar. Oumuamua. Okay, so I couldn't figure out how to spell it, so I can just take that and copy and paste it into here, and there it is. This weird thing that came into our solar system. It's a weird shaped rock, and you can see where it'll be in whatever year. Again, if I could change, I don't know what's going on with I can't change the year. Let me try going back in and out of that. Because sometimes you can go to the time does matter, because if I go, see, these are all like saved cool locations, like the Andromeda Galaxy. Where's a cool one? Okay, so Titan's shadow on Saturn's ring. Okay, that's cool. Let's go there. So if I go there, it's not going to just take me to the space. It's going to take me also to that time. I don't know why it's not doing it right now. Try that again. Got nice music too. Oh, the first black hole image. That's cool. I'm in like some weird mode right now where I can't mess with time. I don't know what I clicked. Wow, that's crazy. You can see the black hole bending space here. You can see the stars kind of getting warped. The better black hole than that would be Sagittarius A star, the one in the center of the Milky Way. So let's shoot back over to the Milky Way. And look at this guy. This thing is an absolute monster. You can like fly into the black hole too, it's crazy. It's starting to warp like space and time around it. See, I'm right at the event horizon and everything is in one direction. All the stars get blurred together. You can actually see all these stars are actually caught in its orbit. It's like got to be 50 stars or something. And if you speed up time, you can kind of see them flying around there. Well, not right now because my time is not working. When in doubt, Google. I wonder if I can pause record. Oh, I can pause recording. Okay, I fixed it. Sorry, I had an issue where I wasn't able to change time because I was in flight mode, technically. Okay, so now back to what I was showing you with Halley's Comet. Or actually, better yet, let's do a Oumuamua, actually, because that's a pretty cool object. So this object came into our system. Oumuamua, there it is. So this object entered our solar system from outside our solar system. And we detected it. It was pretty cool. So it'll have a very interesting path and everything. So, okay, there's a Oumuamua. Now, I'm in the year 3000 right now. So you can just go into the year and you can just type 1995, let's say. Okay, in 1995, Oumuamua was here. Okay, and there's the sun. And then as you speed time up, you can see it's kind of like falling into the plane of our solar system. Speeding time, whoa, I sped it up too fast. Okay, I just shot up to 2040. Let's go to 2020. I think that's when we discovered it. Yeah, oh no, it's already on the way out of our system by 2020, okay. So I think we did maybe 2018. Oh, already on the way out. I'm going too fast anyway, but let's try 2015. Okay, yeah, 2015, Oumuamua was falling in towards the sun. So it's pretty cool that this thing, Atlas, is not just all of space, but all of time, basically, at least with the objects we know. And you can do the same to see where Earth was or the last time the planets aligned. There's actually even a tool you can use. Hey, when was the last time? And you can add objects to these, like, hey, when was the last time Earth and Mars lined up? You know, I'm not going to play with that right now because it's confusing, but so there's a Oumuamua falling in. It's a very strange object. It's got a 10-to-1 length to width ratio, and so we were able to, there was a lot of hype that it was aliens when we first found it. It's obviously probably not. So look, there's the planets going by. So you can kind of see the time scales we're talking about here. There's, you know, Mercury whipping by, and there it goes. It's going to whip around. And we discovered it around, well, actually, the crazy part is I can click on this object, and there should be an info button somewhere. Oumuamua. Look at this. Everything we know about it, which isn't much, to be fair. But one of the things should be year it was discovered. Yeah, this date of discovery, 2017, which is right where I stopped the time. So it was discovered right about here. So it was still falling in, and we discovered it. So the time feature is kind of cool, like if you care about stuff like that. There's also all these cool objects, right? So some of them, when you can also save any object if you find something cool. What was I going to show you? There's so many cool things on here. I mean, in Saturn's ring. Okay, Titan shadow on Saturn. So like this is something that happened in 2009. I'm sure it happens a lot, but this particular picture was 2009 when Titan was casting its shadow onto the rings. You can even fly into the rings, and you can see that they're all little debris when you get in there, you know? It's pretty crazy. And you can put on the orbits again, and see, I only got the orbits for the main moons, but if you want to turn on orbits for dwarf moons and see how crazy these gas giants are as far as grabbing stuff, you know, little dwarf moons like this, it even knows down to little stuff like this, you know, flying up here all alone. You can speed time up and just be like, wow, look at all those moons flying around Saturn down there. Isn't that crazy? Look at them as it flies through space. Beautiful, right? But then what's crazy is at the same time this is going on, it's just one piece in this mass. Look at all these stars. This is just, we're still just in the Milky Way here. Beautiful sky. Look at that, just flying through nebula like that. And then we'll pick a random planet. Oh, and it's not just one planet, it's three. Or not one star, it's three. It's a triple system. I don't know where the third one is, but it says triple. Probably two of them in here, like really close together, I'm guessing. Whoop. Try to get in there a little closer. Oh, yeah. And look at that. So close together you can't even tell them apart. You can turn down the exposure to like see stuff better like that. So those two are orbiting each other. So yeah, they're just whipping around each other there. That was kind of like slowing my computer down even a little bit. That's because I'm recording this video. That takes up a lot of the computer. So okay, here you go. Here's a system with a binary system. Oh, look, I love these systems, right? So you got two stars. The blue lines are stars, and the green lines are planets. So you got two stars orbiting each other, and each star has its own planets, but then there's planets that are orbiting the barycenter, the center of gravity, of the two. So right there is the center of gravity for the system, that little red thing. And you got these planets out here, these poor guys out here. I wonder if there probably couldn't be life on these ever. I wouldn't think, but if I could click it. There it goes. So it's a frigid airless subaquaria. So basically a moon. But it's got moons, and it's lonely out here all by itself. Oh, it's got a lot of moons. So even more lonelier would be this thing. Negative 200 degrees. So like this, every single system that you can click, like I can just leave that. I'll never come back there. I'll never come back there in a million years. It's what's so mind-blowing about. I just randomly picked that star. So if I this one, okay, this one's kind of glowing. Let's see what this one's talking about. It's just a supergiant, no planets, just a crazy supergiant. Okay, boring. Let's go here. Oh, this one's boring too. Okay, here's one's got some planets. Most of them do have planets. I was just kind of really unlucky that we found two in a row that didn't. So here's another cute little system. And see, each system is detailed. It's got planets, it's got moons, it's got You can see I'll even turn on asteroids, and they got asteroids. Every single system that's simulated on here. Now granted, a lot of them we don't really know what it would look like. It's using procedural algorithms to populate it, to fill it up, make it feel like it's a full universe. But there are things that we really have found, like when we found exoplanet with largest rings. This guy, this is a real planet. We really found this. We don't know too much about it, but we know that it has the biggest rings. It's actually in the game. It's right here. You can see it right. Look at these rings. It's the largest rings that we've ever discovered. Oh, I can turn the brightness back up now. Okay, so you see this planet is like, it's actually a huge planet. It's actually bigger than Jupiter, I think. But the rings are what makes it so crazy. And we were able to discover it because it passed, when the rings passed, see how that's flickering? Those rings made the light flicker from the sun a bunch. And we figured out that that was a, see how it's like coming in and out? Yeah. Anyway, that's a real planet, so people add these to the game all the time, exoplanets, as we discover them in real life. So, and that's all just within the Milky Way. Now we can leave the Milky Way, and you can start seeing the local stuff. Now these are all galaxies, the large Magellanic Cloud, the small Magellanic Cloud. And if you want it to be a little more, there's a tool you can use. So here's the universe map. This makes it more like, okay, so Milky Way is the center of the map, and you can like scroll in, and you can turn on, where would they be? Marker. You can put on little like labels on these. Hang on, let me turn the labels on. Labels on. Okay, so now you go back to this. Or better yet, let's start at Earth. The music in this game is really cool too, actually. Okay, so on the universe map, so that's Earth. So that's our system, you know, and you can keep scrolling out. You can just keep scrolling. So here's the local stars close to us, Proxima Centauri and Barnard Star and stuff like that. Okay, here we go. Look how cool that is. You could go by the plane. Okay, it tells you how many light years. Okay, within 4 light years, there's Proxima Centauri, the closest to us. And you keep going out, and you got, yeah, Barnard Star, and keep going out. It's crazy how many of these we have labeled. Okay, now we're going out to the galaxy mark, right? So see how it says Milky Way at the center? Now these are all galaxies. Where's Andromeda? Yeah, so that's a cool little tool if you want to like just do distances on stuff. It's even cool, the planets on the dark side of the Earth, the lights on the side of the Earth light up. And as you speed up time, they go off. That's cool, right? Cool little detail. So is that Andromeda right there? It is. So Andromeda. Go to Andromeda. And then it's the same deal. You can go in here and pick anything, you know. Just kind of has a sense of awe to it, the scale. Even though I know it's mathematical and it's not, you know, it's not real and all that, I get that. But it does give you a sense of wonder at the size of things, you know. You're just like, wow. Like so much complexity in just one little spot, you know. Like we can head over towards the middle of Andromeda and just how much stuff there is. Where is the middle of Andromeda? Okay, so we head towards the center and just look at all these stars. endless sea of them. And that might even be the center of the galaxy, I think, maybe. Look how close together these ones are. So now if I go to one of these and I do a star chart from here, see, these ones are so close together that, oh yeah. Yeah, so stars in here are just closer together. You can see within it. Their nearest neighbors are going to be, yeah, see, even within a tenth of a light year. So this is like 40, stars are like 40 times closer together, because if this was Earth, we don't see the nearest star to us until 4 light years. And look, for these guys, at 4 light years, look at all the stars. I don't know if life can even exist in this condition, because that's just so crammed in there. I would think they might even affect each other's orbits, or I don't know. But yeah, anyway, there's beautiful things to find down here, and here's just some of the ones that, you know, they got the lander on the moon. They got, these are all little pre-programmed spots that, you know, you can go check out. Some of them are in like exoplanets too. It's not all within our own solar system. And there's some cool stuff you can find on these other planets. And, you know, it's cool they have actual terrain when you go down on them. Like I've found volcanoes and like planets. Well, let's go here. I bet you there's something cool on this planet. It's cool music's playing in the background. It's a really cool tool. I use it to show clients at work sometimes that want to learn about, you know, or they have a question about the universe. It's like, you know, I can show you and I can tell you. Look at this. Coming in. Atmosphere. Like, there's an island. You can see the ring of the planet. You're down on the water. I'm in the water. I'm underwater on another planet. That's crazy. I didn't know you could go underwater. It must be a new update. Look at that. With the ring in the background. Oh yeah, that's a screenshot right there. Where's the sun? Oh, with the sun in the background. Oh yeah, right there. Screenshot. Boom. Now I can make that my background in my computer. And I know I took it. I found this place, you know? Here's some other ones I've gotten from this. Look at that. Look at that. Whoa. These are all from this game, so not so much a game as it is a tool. Look at that. You can change like the lighting. It's a galaxy. It looks like a real picture from like NASA. Yeah, it's just a great tool, and it just goes to show how technology and stuff works. And you know, there's a big community of people that add planets to this game as we discover them. And yeah, you can, and another thing too you can do if you just want it to be scientific, right? So let's go back to our system. Here's the solar system chart. You can do this with any system, but obviously with Earth. And then you can go minimum diameter. So I only want to see things this big, 50 meters wide. Okay, no, let's say I don't care, I'll see tiny things. Then you see the list of moons just grow and grow. So it's just cool that we know all these are real objects. And if you're ever curious about if an object's real or not, you can always go to settings and you can just turn off procedural, everything. I don't want to see galaxies that we don't know about. I don't want to see stars we don't know about. I don't want to see clusters, nebula. I don't want to see anything that's not real. Well, guess what? We still, when we turn the diameter down, we still have documented all of this. And if we zoom out, we still know about all these comets, and asteroids. These are all documented objects. And all the stars you see, these are all real too. You can turn on constellations. And now that I turned off procedural, if I do go to a planet, okay, this one, we do know there's 4 planets. So these 4 planets on here are real planets. Now, the colors of them and stuff we probably don't know. But it's only showing these are all studied exoplanets. But if you notice, now let's go to Andromeda now that I've turned off the procedural. You'll see that it's going to be an empty galaxy. We know the galaxy's there, but they don't want to show you stars that we don't know about. So look, it's empty. So that's why the procedural is there, because see, I turn on procedural and now you see the stars. So if you turn off procedural, it'll show you the galaxies. Yeah, we know Andromeda's there, but I don't think there's a single star in Andromeda that we picked out. Maybe there is. Yeah, see, this cloud's just empty. So yeah, but those are all known galaxies. Look at it. We can keep flying for a while. That's how many galaxies we've documented. Some even farther away. There's just going to be holes because of like the plane of the galaxy and stuff where we can't see certain blind spots we have. So the procedural stuff, yeah, it just fills in the universe to make it feel full and alive, you know? But you could only, you know, if you wanted to turn off procedural, if you're using this for school or something, or if you're a teacher in school, maybe you don't want to choose the wrong idea that we know, I don't know. You can just explain it. But now back to our system, there's still a million planets, you know? I mean, a million stars. And look, we know Sagittarius, the black hole in the middle of the system. That's there, and the stars that orbit it are there. I tried to do this earlier, but I couldn't. But yeah, if you speed up time, look at that. It looks like an atom. Beautiful. And now if I turn on the procedural stuff, it just fills in this area. So I just play it on procedural because, you know, the universe is infinite, so the way I look at it, it might as well be there. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough. That's a quick look at Space Engine, and I hope you could hear everything.